Hey Pond Pals, it's Isabel from the Inky Koi Studio, and today I wanted to do a little sit down and print and chat moment because, well, it's the end of the year, which is honestly a little wild. Like, how is 2025 almost over? So yeah, I'm just going to be printing in the background and doing a little voiceover top. So this is not like a super structured video. It's not anything like perfected. It's more of just like a come hang out with me while I make something, because that's the kind of content I like to watch anyway. Okay, so for anyone who's curious what I'm doing, I'm printing on Apparel today. This is one of my favorite things because it's like art that you can wear and bring with you anywhere. And I feel like printing on shirts is the perfect activity for an end of year reflection because it forces you to slow down. Like, you cannot rush this or it will humble you quickly. So I've been thinking a lot about 2025 and what it meant for me and for the Inky Koi Studio, because this year has felt like a lot in a lot of different ways. Not even just busy a lot, but like growth a lot. Lots of change, lots of learning, and lots of pausing, which is funny because I'm not a natural pauser. I'm more of a let me add one more project on here person. So when I'm forced to slow down, I'm like, wait, what do you mean I can't just power through everything? But I think 2025 was the year I learned that I can't build something I love if I'm constantly sprinting. So my word of the year for 2025 was rejuvenation. And I remember picking that word and thinking it sounded kind of fancy, but I liked it because I didn't want a word that sounded like a hustle. I wanted something that sounded like healing, resetting, coming back to life. And let me tell you, rejuvenation was not just bubble baths and romanticizing my life. Rejuvenation looked like me learning when to stop, me learning when to say no, me learning when to rest, and learning that rest is not a reward for being productive, and me learning that my body is not a machine. And honestly, it looks like me re-falling in love with making art in a slower way. Because I've always loved the thrill of new ideas, new projects, but this year I learned how satisfying it is to just stay with something, to work on something patiently, to let things take time, which is really hard for me, but also really good. And rejuvenation also showed up in the studio itself. Like, there were times where I stepped back and expected everything to fall apart, and instead it felt like things just got a little more clear. I realized what kind of content feels good to make. I realized what kind of work I wanted the Inky Koi Studio to stand for. I realized I don't want to build a brand that requires me to be burnt out all of the time. I want to build something I can actually just live with. The Inky Koi Studio feels more like itself now than it ever has. And that's not because everything is perfect. It's because it's honest and it's me. It's Michigan, it's nature, it's fish and rocks, creek beds, and little tiny details. It's the ink on my hands and the paint in the water I forget to dump out for 3 days. It's also learning. Constantly learning. I learned what I like to make. I learned what I don't like to make. I learned how much I love apparel printing, but it feels like this mix of art and practicality. And I learned that I really love community. Deeply. I love calling you guys Pond Pals. I love sharing the process, and I love hearing what you connect with. It makes it feel less like I'm just making things alone in my room and more like we're all a part of something. So my word for 2025 was rejuvenation, and honestly, it did exactly what it needed to do. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't fast, but it helped me slow down and actually feel like myself again. So when I started thinking about 2026, I didn't want a word that felt like pressure. I didn't want hustle or grind or anything that made me feel like I had to suddenly do the most. I wanted something that felt like a natural next step. And the word I landed on for 2026 is flourish, which I love because flourish doesn't mean everything has to explode overnight. It means things are growing because the conditions are finally right. Like, you did the work, You rested, you paid attention, and now you get to see what happens when you actually nurture what you've already built. And that's how I want the Inky Koi Studio to move into next year. Steady, intentional, rooted, not rushing or forcing, just letting things take shape in a healthy way. And honestly, it feels really good. All right, I'm just gonna finish printing for a bit. No more talking, just some ink, music, and letting things just end up how they are. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.